Tennessee trying to win the SEC tournament first time since '79. Aggies trying to win the SEC tournament for the first time ever. Carl Ravitch has the call.
Time waits for no team, but the trophy does.
Giara, three straight away. Nailed it!
The Aggies have played like their time is now.
The Aggies knock off the top 5 team.
It's been over 40 years since the Volunteers won an SEC championship.
Oh, he went up and threw it down. Rocky Top is rolling at the right time.
Texas A&M, Tennessee, the SEC championship, whose time has arrived.
You're watching ESPN's Champ Week. It's presented by Principal Financial Group. And the time is now. Started with 14 teams, we're down to 2. And the conference sets sail on a long regular season at the end of December. In fact, we've just been through daylight savings time. We took an hour off everyone's sleep, but we have been rushed into today's championship game, and we can't wait. The 8th overall seed, the Texas A&M Aggies have knocked off Florida and Auburn and Arkansas, and now they're going to deal with a sea of orange. Rocky Top is in town and representing Tennessee, and Rick Barnes trying to win for the first time since 1979 an SEC tournament title. Welcome, everyone. Marty Smith joins us in just a moment. That's Jimmy Dykes, and I'm Carl Ravitch. You've said all week, teams that play the hardest will go the furthest. Has anybody played harder than these two?
Not so far in Tampa. And Ravi, interesting this ball game. All the metrics, all the numbers favor the Tennessee Volunteers and Rocky Top. But you cannot put a number on tenacity and an unshakable conviction that A&M has played with so far. Tennessee can match that conviction just as well. The emotion, the fight, the passion, all the belief that goes into making it to the championship game, these two teams have brought. Their tenacity is unquestioned, their skill level is unquestioned, and Aggies are going to be hard to handle.
They certainly are hard to handle, and they are right on the cusp of getting into the NCAA tournament. Once-in-a-lifetime moment today for all these kids. It's time for John George to introduce us to the starting lineups.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Amalie Arena for the championship game of the 2022 SEC Men's Basketball Tournament, featuring Tennessee and Texas A&M. Now, let's meet the starting lineups for our teams. First, for the Texas A&M Aggies from College Station, Texas. At forward, a 6'8" sophomore, number 15, Henry Coleman III. At guard, a 6'4" freshman, number 35, Manny Obaseki. At guard, a 6'5" senior, number 3, Quentin Jackson. At guard, a 6' freshman, number 4, Wade Taylor IV. And at guard, a 6'2" junior, number 23, Tyrese Radford. Head coach for the Aggies, Coach Buzz Williams. And now, the Tennessee Volunteers from Knoxville, Tennessee. At forward, a 7' junior, number 33, Uros Lavsic. At guard, a 6'6" junior, number 30, Josiah Jordan James. At guard, a 6'3" junior, number 25, Santiago Vescovi. At forward, a 6'10" freshman, number 2, Brandon Huntley Hatfield. And at guard, a 6' freshman, number 1, Kennedy Chandler. And the head coach for Tennessee, Coach Rick Barnes.
So A&M has taken care of Florida and Auburn and Arkansas, and they get the opponent to play the game that they want to play. Now, in this case, it's generally let's play small. Is that a big advantage for A&M if Tennessee plays small?
Well, A&M is outstanding at dragging you into their style of play. The problem they have today with Tennessee is big and fast, and it starts with their guard play, Ravi. They are electric with their foot speed with the ball. And they have big hearts, big Valentines. Those three kids right there are all hard to guard. Yesterday to close out Kentucky, just the gut strength and inner fortitude, the backbone of Tennessee rose up big. First of all, of Hassani Vescovi at 6'2", going up against the size of Kentucky. And watch tiny Zakai Ziegler, 5'9", with under a minute to go, gets a 6'9" rebound. Those two plays kind of sum up what Tennessee basketball is all about. Their heart, their toughness is unshakable. Kennedy Chandler has changed Tennessee this year. He can get downhill off of a ball screen or reject the ball screen. What did he do yesterday? He followed the orange brick road to the rim several times. That speed is a real concern for Buzz Williams.
No doubt about it. Every time a head coach looks up in his huddle, he sees Marty Smith giving us some great context all week. Marty, what do you got?
Ravi, good afternoon. Texas A&M started the season 15-2 overall and 4-0 in the Southeastern Conference, and Buzz Williams told me they started feeling themselves a little bit because of the adulation that came from outside the walls. Well, then they lost 8 straight. Suddenly that adulation disappeared. At that moment, Buzz told me he sat his team down to teach, not coach, teach. And within that lesson, he gave them this message: the only love that matters is the love inside Team Bus One. Us against the world. At that moment, he said, everything changed. There is a saying: fall down 7 times, stand up 8. He told his team last night, guys, earlier this season, we fell down 8 times. Let's go stand up 8 tomorrow. And oh, by the way, guys, after the season, no matter what happens, all the players have decided they'll have that saying tattooed somewhere on their body.
Wow. All right, we got ink coming, and we're going to have a trophy by the end of today. The only other meeting this year, Tennessee won it 90-80. That was back on February the 1st. And the jump ball, it's controlled by Tennessee. You'll notice on your screens at home, or wherever you may be watching, decidedly orange flavor to Amalie Arena here in Tampa. Brandon Huntley Hatfield, his first shot no good, tipped back, and Chandler will fire at 3.